What's happening? You good?
Yeah.
Good to have you here with me. A pleasure. But there's certain parts of the book that you went into that I thought your reflection was kind of deep. You get me?
Yeah.
How you were seeing it. Do you remember the exact parts that you tapped into?
Most of them.
Most of them.
Yeah.
Okay. Hit me with one of the lines that was resonating with you.
No matter what you go through, just try to keep love in your heart and try not to plant any seeds of bitterness.
Concrete gems. What did you think about concrete gems?
There was a few that I picked out, about 4 of them, and that kind of got me thinking. I think it was number 14. To change the world, first you must change your world.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why, but that just kind of hit me for some reason.
Okay. Change. In order to change the world, you must change your world.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You say that one hit you.
Yeah.
What were your thoughts on that one there?
Why to change the world? Why would you change your world?
It made you think, why do you need to change your world
Yeah.
in order to change another world?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you understand what it meant?
Partly.
Partly, yeah. Okay. For me, to change the world, first you must change your world. Sometimes we want to make an impact in the world, that we want to leave a mark, and we think you have to go outside of yourself to change the world, but you have to go within yourself to change your world, and that's what has an effect on the world around you. Do you understand what I mean?
Yeah.
So in order to change the world, your world inside you, or to change the world outside of you, you have to change the world inside you. So you make the change
In you to change what's around you.
Exactly.
There's another one, I think it was don't let you stop you.
What was you thinking about that one?
If you think about, well, how can I stop myself from doing things I'm going to do?
Sometimes.
How can I not let myself stop me from doing what I'm going to do?
You stop yourself from taking it to that next level. Have you ever felt like that?
Yeah. There's another one. Remember how important you are and put yourself in a position where you reach out and touch you. And don't put yourself in a position.
What were your thoughts on that one?
Remember who I am and just remember to be me.
Remember who you are and how important you are, and don't put yourself in a position where your enemies can reach out and touch you. So it's almost like...
It's technically that, but let's say someone said I'm an idiot, and I let that get to me and believed it. Like that.
And then you respond to that.
Yeah.
That's on point. What other things can you suggest around that?
Try to not let people get to you. If someone's saying things you don't like, just something they're saying, but it doesn't mean it's true.
You're still young right now. As great as you are now, think about how big your potential is and how much you're gonna achieve in this lifetime. So much great things. So it's like remembering constantly how important you are, yeah? And also remembering, as I said, in that concrete gem, don't let your enemies reach out and touch you. So put yourself in a position to where, I don't want to say your enemies, because for me it's like at this age you might not really be aware of your enemies. It's remembering how important you are and not putting yourself in a position. And this is for even, not just for you, but even children that, you know, you hear about people that are always getting into madnesses and that are on the roads and things like that. It's like remembering who you are and not putting yourself in a position. People can just, one day you're gonna have an empire, yeah? Imagine you getting into an argument with somebody over a milkshake.
Yeah.
That argument turns into something physical. When you really check it, it's like, hold on, you're running a whole empire. That's your potential. So it's like almost putting a stop to your potential. Just reminding yourself, you know?
Yeah. There's another one. I think it was number 18, and sometimes it takes losing everything to realise that you have everything.
What did you make of that?
It makes you think. Sometimes it takes losing everything to realise you have it all. So I was to lose everything I ever had. My bed, everything. Then I realised I've got it all around me. I've got what I need, not what I want, but what I need. Got a roof over my head, I got food on the table. And it just makes you think about them sort of things.
Also, you have your healthy, your mind. Very, very big point. Very, very big point. I picked out a couple of little bits that I want to reflect on in the book. Starting with page 41, I think it's 42. There's a part in the book where I'm talking about my journey, and I say, upon my return to London, I sensed a different atmosphere, but felt more attuned to the changes within me. The jungle hadn't changed, but my perception had changed. I viewed the landscape from a higher vantage point. It was growth. And what I meant by that is, I had to take myself out of my environment for a second. And when I came back in my environment,
Felt different.
I felt different, yeah. So it was like...
But was it a good different or a bad different?
It was a good different because I was still aware of my surroundings, the dangers around me. But within myself, I felt like I had grown, you know what I mean?
Felt like you've learned and grown things that you didn't know before.
So
that could help you now, but you didn't even know that they existed before.
So I was seeing things from a different perception, you know what I mean? A different place. But like you said, these things are helping me now, you know?
Because it doesn't look like it's helping you at the time at all. Sometimes it feels like a curse. But when you come to think of it, or when something comes, you can say, well, I know that and I can help with that. I've been taught to do it, or I know what I'm doing.
Been through a situation, so it gives you more experience. I said, always remember, the storm may come and even stay longer than expected, but in time, all storms pass. And after the rain comes, the sun, so never give up.
So technically saying, like, whatever happens, there's always going to be something that, whether it helps or not, it's just going to be there to bring it back up. And it's going to be, it's like breaking down a building, but then you rebuild it.
Big, yeah.
Or cutting down a tree, but then you still leave the roots and the stump there. So it just keeps on growing back again. Or covering the summit or the moon with cloud, and it starts raining, but then eventually, sooner or later, it's not going to stay like that. Eventually, it's going to open back up to the sun or the moon.
What about this one? Jump on a plane and try to travel. Your mind would expand. You can do this. The world is waiting for you. When you win, so do we.
It's just saying, whether you win or lose, someone else is always there to help you. Well, not even someone else. There's always it's always someone or something to help you reflect back on whether you won or lost, or whether you done it or succeeded or didn't succeed.
Yeah, because I didn't travel till I was 21. And when I got on the plane, it was like, wow, the world is so much bigger than just this circle. So it's like my mind expanded.
Because you learnt more, you had the knowledge of another, not all of it, but you had some of the knowledge of other things, and other things that you've never done.
Exactly.
And one of the other ones you did.
Exactly. It added to my awareness. And
So now if you was to go back to America, you would know that, I don't know, that there's different rules to here, but you would know that. But if before you went to America, you knew there was different rules, but you didn't know what they were, did you?
Exactly.
You just knew there were different rules.
So it gave me more awareness on what was going on around me. I might be going a little bit deep here, but try to walk with me. On Concrete Gems, I said, you are not your experience. You know, sometimes we can go through things in life and we think, your experience is you. So for example, you may have a bad day or a bad game of football.
That's just an experience. It's not you.
Exactly.
It doesn't mean you're bad. It's just one thing that's not gone the way you want it to go.
Exactly.
It's just an experience.
And look at that. This is when I was thinking. This is what I was thinking. I was thinking, when you was born, you came into a body. This is the body, but your soul was in that body, but the experience hadn't been added. So you was already here before your experiences.
I didn't know what I didn't have any experience.
Right.
So I didn't really have much. I just had a body with nothing inside of
Right.
it.
So you was here before your experiences. So that's your core, your soul.
So
is
I'm my body and my soul and the things inside of me, but I'm not the experiences that I've had. I am mental and the physical things that I have had.
You are, yeah.
That I am.
Exactly. And as you go...
I am my fingers, I am my legs, I'm my heart, I am my brain, but I'm not my experiences.
And as you go through life, when that time comes and we finish with this experience, our soul still exists. That's the core of who we are. So sometimes, it's, as you said earlier, not allowing your experiences to shape like who you actually are and putting that into your core. Like,
experiences are here, but you're number one. Your experience is number two. Those are the things that you've had, not the things that you were there. Yeah, or you are, yeah.
Yeah.
You're the original. Your experiences are like a copy of just things that happen after the original. So say you got like the first Planet of the Apes, right? Or the first Avatar, the first any movie, right? And then there's a second one. That's like an experience. It's just more experiences. But take The Lion King, for example, right? So you got a little thing, like a little lion, right? It's not growing, it's got no experience. But when it comes to Big Lion, it's got experiences. He's got climbing up trees, he's got hunting for things, but it's experiences. That lion is still just his legs. It's still the same thing it always was when it was born. It's just bigger and it has experiences.
And you see, we've got a chessboard here. There's little parts of the books in the book when I'm talking about chess. Think before moving. In the strategic approach required in boxing and life decisions, each move in chess is irrevocable. Taking time to consider options before a move is essential. Trying to avoid allowing others subtly or forcefully influence your choices. What do you make of that, thinking before you move, and why do you think that's important?
Because if you don't think, you're going to know what you want to do, but you're not going to think about it. So say I wanted to jump off this building to see what would happen, but my thinking what's going to happen after I jumped off the building.
Exactly.
So say I went to the roof, right, and it looked cool, and it just looked like a little trampoline, right? So I thought somehow, okay, let me jump down this building, because, I mean, I just feel like jumping down the building. Now, I'm jumping down the building, but I'm thinking what's going to be the outcome of me jumping down the building.
Importance of actually thinking before you move and not letting people think for you. So you find it easy to communicate with me?
Yeah. I have a lot of people. You're one of the people I like to talk to.
Find it easy that you can express yourself. And I like listening to you, to be honest, because you're so switched on. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I see big things for your future. I think the type of things that you are going to do in this lifetime is going to surpass me and Daddy. And that's what the aim is, you know? Just like Granddad.
You've achieved better things than him, but he's taught you what he knows that he's learnt later than what you have. And it's like you've taught me and Elisha. We're going to teach our children. Everyone's just going to achieve more as we go on.
I think that's why it's important to be able to
communicate.
Yeah, with the youth. You know what I mean? With youth like yourself, because I learned so much from you as well, listening to you, even today. You know what I mean? The things you've shared. Every day when I listen to you and I analyse and seeing you grow, I gauge so much from you, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
There's some things that are eternal, and your soul is one of them. You know?
Yeah.
Oh, always going to be. It's like Granddad, for example. We're having conversations with different aspects of Granddad. His soul's eternal. He's living in eternity. He's still in existence.
Because it's in us.
Right. You know?
Because you're his son, right? Or
Yeah.
my dad is his son.
Yeah.
He's passed that down to me.
Right.
And we're going to pass it down to our kids.
Right. Right.
Then their kids and their kids.
Yeah,
It's just going to carry on like that.
It's the same with Mummy. It's the same thing.
It's just going to go down wherever
He's going to keep.
whether I'm from the moment I'm born, it's just going to keep on going down.
Yeah, it is. Your move. Oh, you're bringing that in.